Hey guys, James here. Today I'm going to give you a review on Metabo's 9-inch wall chaser. What you're going to see in this video is the machine being used in action, and I'll come back and tell you about some of the specs and how I think the machine performed. Alright, so getting started. Behind me there's a little bit of brickwork here that I need to chisel off. So I'm basically going to be cutting that back, and then you'll see me just use that to chop the edge of the brickwork. And then I've also got some chasers that I need to do on the wall a little bit further throughout the building. So, let's see the machine in action. Okay, so it came in pretty handy for this. I think the depth of the cut is close to 70 mil, and our brick's 86. Because I've got some of this old rough mortar here, it didn't quite go through, but easy enough just to bust the rest of it off with a bolster hammer. Okay, so I'm going to use this chaser, the 9-incher again, just to do some cuts for where this new door opening is going to be. Now it's not going to cut all the way through the bricks because the bricks are only 110 wide, and I think this only cuts about 70 mil deep. But I don't really want to use a wet saw, especially inside because it's all plastered in there. If I use the wet saw, all the spray and the mud will go everywhere. At least this way I'll be able to get part of the way through the cut and then just be able to bolster the rest off and just get a reasonably nice cut and capture some of the dust with the vacuum. Alright, so I'll give it a go. Okay, so another spot you're going to see me put this 9-inch wall chaser to work is here through our stair void. You'll see here behind me where this step ladder is. It's not too bad down here in this area where we're working, but upstairs that's actually where we're living, so we need to minimise the dust. So I'll adjust this to the depth we need, set up some drop sheets upstairs, and then come down and make this cut. Okay, so there's the machine being used in action. Now let's take a closer look at some of these features, and I'll show you a bit of a close-up of the actual tool itself. Okay, so starting with the blades. You've got two 230mm diamond tip blades that go in here, and the cut can go anywhere from probably 15mm. You can set that at 20. You've got these little guide markers that run up the side, and go all the way up to a 65mm deep cut into brick or concrete. The adjustable guard that slides up and down to give you your depth adjustment. It also has these little rollers attached to it, so that's pretty cool to actually be able to set that, sink your saw into the depth that you want it, and then just run it down the wall or across the wall, wherever you need to go. On the back of the guard, you've got your attachment for the vacuum. It's got the safety lock at the top here. To operate the trigger, you need to push that in, and then it's got a paddle switch at the bottom. Another cool feature which I only just sort of found out towards the end was at the very base here, you can actually flip this handle 90 degrees over. Now it may not do it because it's a bit clogged up with dirt at the moment, but if you pop that out, oh no, there you go, it worked. You can spin it 90 degrees. Something that's very well thought out if you're in a tight space. Like most 9-inch grinders, you got your locking button here to stop the wheel, and then on the front you've just got your standard Allen key that pops in here. Once you drop the guard down, you can get access to that. Here at the head of the guard, you've got another Allen key here for adjustment to pivot that head up or down, depending on what you need to do. Now you also see these washers inside, depending on the width of the cut you need. From one blade, which is just 3mm, work it in increments of, I think they're 6mm, those little spaces in between. You can take it all the way out. 41mm is the width of your widest cut there for your chase. Another little design feature is this handle on top. You can undo this little button at the back here, and there's little sections in the steel here, and you can move this over as much as you want and lock that into position in various spots. The unit itself weighs 7.7 kilos, so it's a bit of weight to it. It's a bit of a beast. blade RPMs, you're going to get 6600 at no load speed. That's going to turn at. And cord, you got about 4 meters of cord there as well. So again, that's handy if you've got it plugged into your vacuum. You're on a scaffold or somewhere like that, you've got a bit of room to move around before you have to unplug it or move your vacuum around. So there you go, there's some of the functions and features of the actual grinder itself. Now, yeah, good little unit, performed well. There was a little bit of dust at the start, only because I had a dodgy connection at the back here. I didn't quite have the right connection to go in there. But it helped me out for like chasing walls, cutting brickwork. I mean, it's not recommended for trying to cut through brickwork completely. I did because I didn't have a wet saw on hand, so it doesn't quite go through the depth of a 110 mil thick brick or a 76 mil or an 86 mil thick brick. But as far as chases go, wall chases, getting conduits in and stuff like that, it's absolutely perfect. So if you're a plumber, electrician or something like that, this is going to be something that you'd want to have in your arsenal sort of for day-to-day use, just so you're not using a normal handheld grinder and having dust go everywhere. So yeah guys, here's one review. Highly recommend it. Again, if you're not on the Metabo platform, I recommend checking it out. They've got a great range of gear. Thanks again guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe. And check out our links below for social. I'll catch you next time. Cheers guys.